Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been I realised it stopped filming because I needed to draw the Instagram logo, and then I've just been rambling for like a couple of minutes, and I wasn't filming, but I was kind of just explaining that I've been very pretty AWOL off social media, just because it's of many reasons. I'm trying to sort out my life, which is often very scattered. I'm living on a broken down bus, and feels like I'm forever tidying, because the space is so limited, and I've chipped away at like what I justify as a deep clean, but it's not deep enough, and it's like, I'm just constantly having to tidy, and there's not nearly enough time for creativity, at least for the flow of creativity. But I'm sort of, I just got sick for the second time in 6 weeks, and I rarely get sick. My immune system's usually pretty good. So it's kind of actually, in some ways, been good. I was resting. I had 2 days of mostly sleep. But I got up to Brisbane and just bought a bunch of new gear, which I'll be setting up. I think, I'm building like an electronic live set. That's my sort of main mission at the moment, as well, among many other things. But I feel like I'm juggling so much, and it's like time. The time in the day just melts away, and it's like, I think this is what. I may as well sort of go into the recent remark of Spotify CEO, I can't remember his name, but talking about how music these days is, or content, as he calls it, is very very, what do you say? These days it's no cost, or low cost, did you say? No cost, these days, which is only like very, very, has only a figment of truth. He's obviously not a very creative person. He's quite exploitative, extremely exploitative, I'd say. It's a very shallow remark. In some ways it's I guess what he's saying is, there's obviously, like, I'm mostly self-produced at this point. I have worked with some producers and mixing and mastering engineers, and that does cost money. That can cost a fuckload of money. That's why I try and do it DIY. So it is, you can go DIY, but it's like you've got to wear so many hats. Like back in the day, bands or artists would have got signed, and still do to this day, but the ones that do get signed, it's so much. I'm fucking rambling. I hate doing this stuff. My mind's very scattered. But I suppose I can just edit this or not. Like, maybe I'll just leave it kind of raw. Or maybe I won't upload this at all, I don't know. Like, I tend to do that, but I think I'm trying to just put myself out there more as I am. And my mind does, like, get scattered. I mean, it's probably... Yeah, is it anxiety? Is it ADHD? Is it autism? Whatever the fuck it is, it's me. You know, it can work in my favor when I'm in creative flow, but in the world I find it very difficult, especially living on a broken down bus and everything's just very it's like time and space is so limited. I feel like I'm directing so much of my time to organising my space. As you can see, like, I'm in the process of, like, dishes. Like, it's just hectic at this point. And this is kind of how I've justified, like, living in often. Not necessarily comfortably, but just kind of like, I just want to really just focus on, the fun stuff, like, you know, making music, which isn't always fun, which is often very stressful, because it's very hard to finish tracks, I've found, because I'm very highly perfectionistic, which I'm learning that I need to probably just not do the final mix or master and just don't even fucking bother trying to perfect that, because it's too much. So I'm starting to outsource for that, which is a bit of a relief. Maybe eventually I'll, change that, but I need to get more tracks out, because it's detrimental to my health if I don't, because there's a hell of a lot there, and I'm always writing new stuff, and it's just like, I just feel constantly constipated, basically, creatively constipated. I know I'm rambling, but that's just the way I go. I'm not very linear, what's the word? Lateral. I'm not quite. My mind is very spiralular. Is that a word? Spiralish? Whatever that is. Spiral comes around. Sometimes I get back to the original point, but maybe not. Anyway, it feels nice to be able to just do this. I neglect doing this. I fucking hate talking in most cases, especially, not always, depends on the company, on the audience, but definitely I've always had an issue with doing this, on putting myself on social media. I can stand on a stage and play songs that have been rehearsed. That's, once I'm in the flow of the song, that's great. That's my joy. Talking in between songs is a little bit different. Sometimes I'm alright. Sometimes I hate it. But I'm in the process of totally I think I'm making some shifts. I'm deciding that it's very, very important to just completely uplift my space, because I'm living in a bus that's very, space is very limited, and I would say I'm a borderline hoarder. I'm not a full-blown hoarder. I have been chipping away at getting rid of stuff, but I've also been just not prioritizing really utilizing my space as well as I could, and it seems like by the time plus also there's so many things I like. I'll sleep in. I've been exercising pretty well, eating not too bad, but nothing's really been super optimal, and I haven't really like prioritized that. But I feel like, I've just connected with a naturopath who is free of charge because she works at a chemist, and she's because I was thinking that I needed to have testosterone injections, because I felt like I read that was really good for depression, anxiety, and motivation and brain fog and all that, energy, which I've always sort of struggled with. And I had the script filled out by a doctor, and I went into to access that, and I bumped into her, and she was kind of encouraging me to try a natural route, and apparently my levels are in an optimal range, so according to the medical parameters, but I still feel like I can benefit, so I'm trying a few different things for that. I'm really really sort of going through my diet, my sleep, exercise, and really shifting that, honing that into more optimal, just optimizing those different areas of my life. And it's hard to gauge because I've only just started it, and then I've got sick again for like the second time in like 6 weeks, and I rarely get sick. I'm rambling on for like 13 minutes. I don't know if I'm repeating myself. I probably am, and I don't know who's gonna watch this, but let's just fucking continue on, because I hate editing. So I'll just carry on anyway. Where was I? But I feel like I'm I'm having a little bit more motivation and a bit more kind of clarity, and okay, I need to here's what I can do in my space so that this is more flowy, so that food preparation and like washing dishes becomes way more efficient, and my space is tidier, so that I can just hit the ground running each day, and pack more time for music in. So I've got so much that I'm trying to bring musically, and it's just exhausting that it's like, every day is like, I can't just do it. I've got to like fucking exercise and buy food, prepare food and eat it, then wash up and tidy again and again, and then by the time I get all that done, it's like I might have to do an errand or two. I have to go and get something or this or that. By the time it's all done, it's like I've got no energy left to do anything, or there's no time or energy, and I'm just like, this is insane. Like, yeah, it's crazy. And to some, like, yeah, people out there, it might seem like I'm making excuses or something, but it's like, I think, yeah, if you know, you know. Like, if you've had, yeah, chronic fatigue or you know, mental challenges, it's a different ball game than your sort of neurotypical go-getters. You know, that's not really something I've had easy access to. But yeah, anyway, long story short, yeah, I feel like maybe a new leaf is being turned over. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'll try and, yeah, I won't try. No, I'm slowly but surely, yeah, getting everything in place to be much more consistent, I feel, with releasing content according to back to the Spotify dude. So yeah, I mean, for people who aren't perfectionistic, yeah, anyone can release content pretty easily, especially AI's coming in musically like that and visually, like the whole thing. You know, it's pretty insane what that's already creating, and that's only gonna likely get much more advanced. So yeah, I have gone through and still going through processing that as a threat, I guess, but potentially an opportunity, I don't know. But I'm just trying to continue on with what I was already doing. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it's a long slog, but yeah, I think, yeah, I feel like just ever so slightly more grounded lately, in some ways, not in others, but yeah, I feel like my priorities are coming in to check. Yeah, so I know this is a long video. Yeah, I guess I just need to just get on camera a bit more and get, you know, just practice putting my face out there. I know that's important. That's what they say. You gotta stand behind your product. But yeah, I've been meaning to get much more content out there. Yeah, what am I even saying? This is insane. Yeah, I'm obviously. Yeah, it's very. My mind is pretty out there. I know that. I fucking jump around. I was talking about the Spotify guy. Yeah, so the content. So yeah, yeah, he's right in some ways. Like, it's it's obviously more accessible now than ever to make content. But I guess what he's not really considering is that, yeah, artists still have to survive, you know. If I'm on Centrelink, and I gig occasionally. That comes and goes. And I'm gonna busk tonight. I haven't busked since probably December last year, because I lost my license in January. So yeah, I was starting to get back into that late last year, and was starting to get a bit of coin. So yeah, it's been hard to get up to do that without a license. So it'll be good to do that again. But yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. To monetize music is so much harder. It's like a catch-22. He's saying, "Oh, it's so much cheaper it's almost no cost to release content." But the revenue that he pays to artists is almost non-existent unless you're a massive name. So you've got to, whereas even 10 years ago you could, make money off album sales. So yeah, it's harder to make money off music too. So you got to look for different ways to do that, and you got to do all these social media things. It's like you got to wear so many damn hats if you want to be DIY. Otherwise, you got to spend heaps of money. So it's really much of a much. In some ways, it's probably more expensive. So. Yeah, I think he's talking out his arse, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, I'll probably leave it there, because I feel like, that's like, a lot of information. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if you watch this far, geez, like, that's mental, like, because I know I'm not the most efficient at getting my point across, but I know that I like to think there's, I've got something to say. I tend to be more adept at putting my thoughts into lyrics, which I'll be releasing plenty of stuff. That's my pledge anyway. And I'm sure, a lot of the stuff that's coming out will, kind of give more insight into my mind, and you'll be able to understand more deeply about why I'm like this and why I, talk so slowly. But I guess that's me, or is it? I don't know. It's me right now. It's been me for some time. I'm just about to start. I'm in the process of getting into some biohacking and optimizing diet, exercise, all that. yeah, who knows? Fuck, the next one of these, I could be zinging. I could be like, fuck, there might be no awkward pauses or nothing. Who knows? But if not, so be it. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you have, anyway, yeah, have a good one.